Yo, hello everyone. No, why is this not working? It was working a second ago. Give me a second, guys. Hello, Shade Sketches. What's going on? Let me just bring the All right, that's what we're working with. Let me try and bring the camera online. There we go. What's going on? Look how huge my head is. Thank you. It's just started. So, if you guys, I don't know why this isn't working. This thing, I'm talking out of this, which is rubbish quality. It's really strange. Let me see. Ah, there we go. Fixed. Is that better? That should be better quality. What is happening? All right, you saw already. Actually, before we do that, so you guys are going to be on YouTube, by the way. So say hello to YouTube. The YouTube video that I'm working on for this month. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, I have started a tournament. So what we're doing is, I'll bring up the image. We're running a tournament where you guys get to vote. Let me pause this music. All right. We're running a competition, so you guys get to vote what character wins, and that character gets an MVP screen. Okay, so these are the first rounds. So that was what happened, and these are the characters competing with each other. Okay, so if you voted on the last one, odds are you voted for Sandman because Sandman won. So what we're going to do is we are going to draw Sandman's MVP screen. Once we get to the top, the next round, so for example, Sandman won, so he goes up to the next round, and then between Doc Ock and Vulture, whoever wins goes to the next round and also gets an MVP screen. Okay, so when that happens, when we get to that part of the tournament, I will then draw a battle piece for both of them. So I will draw, let's say if Doc Ock won, then I'm going to draw Sandman versus Doc, and the other way around, right? Same with the other two. And then for the finale, I've got to find something really cool for that. But it'll probably end up being both, you know, like a really cool skin, something new, maybe them holding like a trophy, whichever character wins, and a battle scene. So it should be fun. We are starting with Sandman because he won the first round, and that is the mock-up that I have right now. Thank you. I don't know what is going on. Where's that sound coming from? All right, so let's just get started on drawing. How are you guys doing? few of my drawing references up to see how I drew Sandman. That's not good. Are you working on anything? Are you drawing as you're watching, or are you just chilling out, Shade? What's happening? Alright. Main thing I really need is just Sandman's face. Just choking. Hey man, I'm just dying right now. I'll get back to you in a second once I've fully recovered. No, that's cool. That's cool. Where are you from? I do art full time, if that considers me a pro, but there's many levels to pro. So MDE BOA. So I guess I am, but it's still always getting better, or trying to get better, you know. You can watch the process here. I'll show you what I've done before. This is what we're working on right now. So these are my artworks. And I'm currently drawing an MVP screen for Sandman. Oh, nice, New York. Yeah, of course. Yeah. East Coast. But you just said your location. I didn't mean to give that out. Sorry. I've always wanted to go to New York. I've never been. I want to try one of those pastrami sandwiches from Cat's Deli, and obviously New York pizza. Like that's a given. Nah, living in the city, no way. Just visiting, holiday. Hello, Angelo. How you doing? How do you say your foof? Foof? It's foof. Foof. Okay. Thank you, thank you. I love drawing, so it works out. Alright, I'm actually quite happy with the face. Does need a little bit of work. Oh. Dave Raposa? No, Dave Raposa. I'm not his mentor. No way. I would dream to be his, for him to be my mentor. That dude is elite. It's so I've already done the Sandman. So on my Instagram, I've done a tournament, and Sandman won. So what happens is now I have to draw Sandman um, in an MVP screen. So when you do really well in Marvel Rivals, they give you a screen for your character that normally. How do thumbs? How do thumbs work, guys? So it's going to be this thing, which I'm not sure yet if this stuff is going to stick, but I also am trying to get rid of my my fear of showing you guys this part of the process, because I get really uncomfortable showing this part. just because it just doesn't look good for a long time. Oh, feet, yeah. Thank God that he doesn't have feet. I mean, this perspective is already annoying as it is, but I've got a lot of experience with this perspective because if you don't know, I do a lot of conventions, and my conventions, the art I have on conventions isn't actually like Marvel stuff. The Marvel stuff is simply because social media. I do love drawing Marvel stuff, but the stuff that I draw for conventions is mostly anime art. I love drawing anime art. Just trying to figure out what this anatomy is doing. You'd love to go to a convention as in like an attendee or as an artist? God, good lord, this anatomy is so off. I need to fix this up. Oh. Yeah, but you guys have like the craziest conventions in America. It's like Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, all these like insane conventions that like is crazy to like get a ticket. Over here in Australia, it's like easier to go to a convention, and it's really fun. I love it, and I love attending as an artist. And something that I'm known for in the convention scene is my One Piece wanted posters. Actually, I'll show you some of my prints. Check this out. So it's not a wanted poster. I know I said I'm known for wanted posters, but I do these giant Pokemon cards, and they're like foil, and I round the corners. This is the display model, so that's why it's all scuffed, but that's one of them. Let me grab one of the others. These are my wanted posters, so that's what I do. Thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, some people aren't big on anime, but it's something that like I grew up with, and also people really want customized merchandise for it, whereas I feel like Marvel stuff like this is harder. Also because you've got so many amazing artists already doing. They do anime too, but you've got like professionals working on Marvel stuff, so you'd rather get a print of your favorite character from them. See you, Angelo. Have a good one. Thanks for popping in. I don't know what bits are. What are bits? Some people cheer and stuff. I don't know what bits. I don't know what bits are. I probably should have looked into this stuff before I started streaming. I genuinely don't know what bits are, but thank you, Angela. What? Why is he gifting? No, man. I didn't know it was gifted money. Oh god, I feel terrible now. All these like people that have cheered before, I'm just being like nonchalant about it. What? No, it's not. 88 Australian dollars is not 1 USD. I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid. So $1 USD, no, $1 USD is like $1.70 Australian. Well, last time I checked it was, which wasn't that long ago. I don't know, I'm doing the math. Do the math for me, man. I feel bad though, I didn't know bits were money. People have been like cheering and stuff and... Oh shit, I just realized. I gotta do the, what does the MVP screen look like? It is, by the way, I'm boiling. It is currently 35 degrees Celsius, so 35 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. It's currently 95 degrees Fahrenheit in Australia. So I'm dying, but I want to do this for you guys. Ooh. Alright, let's turn this off. It's looking pretty good. Maybe I'll move him closer inside like that, because then the MVP screen is gonna be there's one part here and it says MVP and then Sandman, right? And then this part here, and then it's like a big alright, cool. So then I think it's whatever $1 currency for USD it is also no. Whoa, I love the cold weather. The cold weather is the best. I don't know. I don't know about snow. We don't get snow here in Sydney. We have to go to like the mountains for that. If I do this, how does that look for the MVP? Because I want to do like a big sand tornado thing. Maybe if I do this instead of that, I go around like this, and then like there we go. Okay, so we'll do that. And it's a Fibonacci sequence. They gotta be reminiscent. We just had a winter storm over here, and we just got a bunch of snow also. Then, yeah. So I've got. So I need to keep the style of the MVP screen. Which is why I drew all this shit in blue. But I think that looks good because like it's a bit of like a circular thing, right? So the main thing you see, first thing you're supposed to be drawn to is one of two things. You're supposed to be drawn to the hand, right? Or the face. And then you look at everything else. If you hit this, it brings you back around, so you see it again. And then if you hit this and you look down, it brings you back around. So you're constantly just seeing, yo Jackie, you're constantly just seeing the character or aiming to look at the character. But we are trying our best to make it look like the MVP screen, which I think it's working. I think it's doing okay. I do want to bring this up a bit. Jackie, tell me about it. Tell me about it. I'm dying right here. I've got this little fan that is connected to power that is just like saving my life right now. But holy shit, it's hot. Terrible day to stream, but I'm doing it anyways. Bro, why would you go to the city? That is insane. Why would you possibly need to go to the city for? I guess work. Oh no, it's Saturday. It is literally cooked. I need my Sandman artwork. There it is. Alright. Was it a bad card show? tomorrow is currently hot. But overall it's a good day. We are time travelers in there, and let me tell you, the world is still on fire tomorrow for you. For us, currently, it's on fire. No. This eye is going to take me a while, guys, to get right. There we go. Might be a little too big. It's packed, but it's all Pokemon. Yeah, that's the problem now with like these card shows. It's, you know, there's other things exist outside of Pokemon. I'm a big Pokemon fan, but like, you know, I was also a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, and I was also, you know, a Magic the Gathering fan. Okay, the color drawing, I actually went through it in I think it was when I was drawing Sandman initially. So I do grayscale, and then I add this thing of what's called gradient maps on top of the grayscale. Oh Jesus, I'm gonna die. I add this thing called the gradient map over the grayscale. So basically you have to be able to get you have to have the values right for this to work. But once you get it to work, it really helps out a lot. I can show you it maybe if we reach a good enough portion of this artwork, and if you're still around. But if you're interested, tomorrow when you wake up, go on my YouTube, which you're already on, and check out my past streams. And in one of the streams I have the whole process explaining how I color, and you can see it in real time. The thing is, for some reason when I stream, I can't, like right now, right over Sandman's eye is all my layers and stuff, because I have it on a floating window. So whenever it's a floating window, Photoshop the stream doesn't pick it up, so you don't get to see the like gradient map part of the thing of like where I go for gradient maps. But you know what, I can probably show you if I do this. Okay, so here are all my things. So if you click, yeah, see, the window doesn't pop up, but you find something called gradient map, and then let me attach it here. Oh good lord, what have I done? Oh, what have I done? Jesus. Adjust. No. Alright, let's go back. Alright, gradient map. Okay. Alright, that's a gradient map. And then you click here, and then a separate window pops up, and I'm currently dragging it around, and I can't attach that anyway, so you can't see that part. But when you get gradient map, just click this and you'll get a bunch of colors, or you can like change the colors in it. So just remember that when you're watching the tutorial. Oh, Jackie said something. I guess it's business. Pokemon is liquid compared to. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's all business related. It's just frustrating. Frustrating because it's literally become like sneakerhead culture now. It's like gone a little too far. Like I was enjoying it last year because like it was fun to go to these shows and like find cards and stuff and work on your collection. But now it's like yuck, you know. I might be overcooking this piece to fit the Marvel Rivals style. I don't know if they normally do this much line work. It's hotter than ever too. There's literally a card show every fortnight. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I think about going to those card shows with like my prints and just hoping that like, you know, having something different there will get people to, you know, come to me for something, you know, more exciting. But then the people that go to these shows, you got to remember, they're like literally there to like flip. They want to find the best deals and do the best this and the best that, and good on them. You know, a lot of the people there are collectors and they're taking advantage of the market right now, because once you start flipping cards, it starts getting pretty stressful for like some people, you know, because they invest whatever they think they should, and some people really do go overboard with investing in buying stock, and then they've got to move that stock because they took a loan out or something, and then they sell it for, you know, just under how much they paid for, or, you know, just to get a bit of the money back. And then you're done, you know. The collector gets a good deal, and the the guy that FOMO'd into Pokemon at the wrong time is made or lost money for no reason. And then they keep doing it, and then they keep doing it, and some people are successful and they see it online. Just when they're about to quit, they see someone online doing really well on, like, let's say Whatnot or whatever, and then they go, I'm back in, and then they just buy more and more stuff, and it's a perpetual cycle, because the world sucks right now, and everyone needs / wants money, and jobs can't provide that. So what do? I mean, also saying that, a lot of people don't want to work. anymore. It's like people are fed up with working, which I can't really talk much about because I do this full time. That's insane. 4 million degrees Fahrenheit. How are you alive? Alright, I need to fix this. Let's bring out the liquefy tool. There we go. No, you made it. You made it through. You didn't choke. Everyone tuning in right now is gonna be like, "What the fuck are these guys talking about?" No, you didn't. He didn't. He didn't choke. I promise. I promise. Don't ban me. Looking like an umbrella. Oh, that's. Don't do that. Don't choke while watching me, please. Yeah. I'm glad. I'm glad you're not gonna try. I'm not a fan of this part of the chest. It's a bit better. I don't like this either. Do or do not, there is no try, as Yoda says, so no, I won't choke, but I will watch and listen as you tell me a story. Please tell me a story. Oh, what's a good story to tell? I've got heaps of stories, but what's a good time or good thing to tell? Give me some ideas of like a type of story that you'd want me to tell. Oh, actually, I have one, and it's related to conventions. I have a good one. So my first ever convention, someone's asked me. Um, someone asked me if I could share a table with them, right? So normally you get like a 6 foot table, and you get a backing board here in Australia. So a lot of it in America you can't put stuff up on the wall, but we can in this one. So I went down this, like, I said yes, and I can't remember how much it cost me, like probably like 150 or something, 100 for my half. So I I said yes, and then I went down this, like, as I usually do, I go down this rabbit hole of like research and figuring out what what I can't do, you know, what's frowned upon, stuff like that, right? So initially I was gonna do a bunch of fan art for the convention, right? And this was like during 2016 or something like that. Was my first ever convention, 2015 or 2016. I can't exactly remember which year. And I looked at a few videos and on copyright, and it was very like gray area. So me being an insane person, I was like, surely I don't want to get hurt by Disney. Meanwhile, my art is so rubbish that Disney wouldn't even breathe on me, right? So I did a mix of, like, I was like, I'll do I'll do fan art and original art. So I have like about 50%, right? And then I started, you know, once I had all the artworks done, it took me about like 6 months or something to do like no, I think it might have been like three months if I'm thinking correctly. It was like around this time that I found out I was going, and then I had up until June to get ready for it. So I was doing artwork. So about 3 months to get about 6 artworks done, which is ridiculous. Like, I get 3 artworks done in like a week sometimes, you know. So I once I was done with the art, and I started printing it out, I was like, okay, now I need a price sheet. Let me see how much are people selling stuff for. and I was looking around, and I saw that they were selling their prints for like a decent amount, right? Sorry, one sec. Let me just pay attention to. There we go. I saw that they were paying like a decent amount. It was like $15 to $20 per print. So I print out all the artworks, and in my head, I'm going. It didn't fathom to me that people might not buy, right? I thought it was like guaranteed people are gonna buy. I was like, this is a convention. People buy everything there, you know? Meanwhile, every time I went to a convention, I never bought art. Oh, no, that's wrong. I did buy art before, right? So I print about 30 of each artwork in like 2-3 different sizes. So I've got, you know, big ones, medium ones, and small ones. And I'm calculating this, and I'm like, I'm gonna make $30,000 from this convention. If I sell everything that I have, I'm gonna make $30,000, right? So I had equal parts fan art and equal parts original art. So it was a 50-50 on the wall, which is half a table. So I had 3 feet of like space to sell. And when I get to that convention, I'm so nervous. I don't know what to do. I'm like, I'm having such a hard time talking to people, just because in my head I'm like, I've got to sell. This is true. I've got to sell. I've got to sell all my prints. I've got to do all this, right? And dude, it was like half a table. It was half a 6-foot table. So I had 3 feet of just like, it was just basically maybe the width of me. So I had 3 original prints and 3 fan art prints, if I remember correctly. It was a Kylo Ren. It was, I think it was an Overwatch print of Junkrat, but that one, I'm not sure. That might be the second year. I know there was a Kylo Ren piece. And am I getting that wrong? Is it? Yeah, 3 feet. I don't know what it. Oh, nice. Never mind. You said Overwatch. Back then, it was hot property. Okay. Back then, everyone was hooked on it. Everyone enjoyed it. And it was the only game like that on the market. But anyways, I digress. I made $900 from that convention. And let me tell you something, I was ecstatic afterwards. At first, I realized, like, the first hour was like probably one of the most painful hours I had ever experienced, because I was like, I had this expectation, and then everyone coming past the table is like looking at it but not buying it, and my sales pitches were like terrible because I was desperate. So like, it came through, like you could feel that I was desperate. So, and no one buys from like people that have that feeling of desperation. No, sorry. Yes, sorry. Yeah, it was $900. It was $900. Was it 900? No, it wasn't. I think it was half of that. I can't remember, but it was like a very small amount. It wasn't 900. Because now that I think back, like, there were a few conventions where it was 900 and I didn't have that same feeling. I can't remember. It was like 300 or something. Maybe I'm thinking 90. We'll just go for straight down the middle. It was like 450. I had made the money back for the table, but I had spent like over $1,000 on printing because I thought all these prints were going to sell. So yeah, it's still okay, but I did come out of it with it in the negative because of the amount of printing that I did, because I thought I was going to make $30,000 at a convention, which is insane. But yeah, it was wild to me because it was like phases through that entire day. At the start, I was like, oh my god, here we go. I won't have to work again. Like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do art now. And I was like 20. I would have been 21 or something. I know, but it ended up working out because I was taught a lesson, a very important lesson that I needed to learn. So during that whole thing, I was like, what am I gonna do? Like at the first hour, I'm like, no one's buying. Like people, I started doing calculations. I need to make this much an hour to hit that 30, And I was just naive, man. I was naive. And then finally, I was like, okay, I just need to, make the cost of the table back, because I'll have prints for other shows, so then I can do other shows. So I then started getting like a bit more of a positive attitude. Meanwhile, also no original art sold. No original art sold whatsoever. So I was just I was like, okay, I guess I'm doing fan art. No original, maybe like one or two, but most of my money came from fan art. And that's when I quickly realized that, it's very difficult. Sorry. It's very difficult to pop into the scene and just completely make it off of originals. Like, people need to see your style of art and enjoy how you interpret these characters. Like, you're watching me draw Sandman now, and you're enjoying how I'm drawing Sandman, or you're not. But let's say you are. You're now more inclined to just even look at some of my newer, like, original stuff. Not that I have any right now. But you're more inclined to that. So it came to the point where, it was, okay, I need to do fan art to figure out what I want to do with my career. And 10 years later, my artwork was rubbish. Let me see if I can find. That's true. That's true. It's already been an hour. That's insane. These are good chats, Shade. Thank you. I'm gonna see if I have some of my old prints, like from way back when. I don't think I do. Oh my god! I've got the Junkrat. I've got the Junkrat print from. Let's see. What year was it? I didn't even put my signature on it. This one I still rate. Let me put it on the screen. Burn the Junkrat print. Junkrat was my main, so just so you know. Don't diss the junk. That sounded way wrong. And then I'll give you a comparison shot. Beard hair in my mouth. Alright. This is the Junkrat print from 2017 or sorry. It's all good, Shade. It's all good. 2016 or 2017, something like that. So that's the one, and as you can see, I've labeled. Labeled. What am I talking about? I've leveled up. Right? But you want to see the proper level up. This is the first like Ghost Rider that I decided to draw. in, I think it has the date. Why doesn't it have the date? What's going on? Did I not sign stuff? I had this one too. Alright, this one's 2017. So you can see the art style there. You know. I used to shade so differently then. It's not that bad, to be honest. But look at the Ghost Rider now. It's okay, the Ghost Rider. It's okay. I'm not gonna give myself too much shit because I look at that. But then when you put it next to this, you know, it's similar in terms of like the fire and the structure, but like when you put it next to that, I mean, are we even comparing at this point? I'd love to do Red Dead Redemption 2 fan art. I have an idea for another video or a YouTube series where I play a game and you watch me play a game, and at the end of the game I do like a poster for it. I'd like to hope that the that the Marvel Rivals one is better than the 2017 one. It's only 9 years later. If I didn't sick law, thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I'm glad that like it is. You like the idea? I might do it. I might start a game and stream it. I've always thought of doing like a Dark Souls run, playing the Dark Souls game, and every boss that I beat, I have to draw onto this poster. Happy Ren. Happy Ren, what can I call you? Do you want me to just call you Ren? I know who you are. Yeah, okay. Frosty Chipmunk, what's up? Everyone's hopping on. Yeah, the Rivals one is way more unique, and I'd like to hope so, because it only took me 9 years to get better at it. It's getting there. That's the MVP screen. I think I gotta work a little bit on it. I was about to say it's kind of lonely being in chat by myself. Let's go. I'm not alone. There's a lot of lurkers too, I find. So I'm glad some people are joining in the chat. And the music stopped because it was only an hour long. Let me restart it. I've been super into Wayfinder lately, so the soundtrack is just awesome. Who would have thought a failed game would be one of my favorite games? I kind of want to do a video on it, on why it failed, because it's really, the design of it is just gorgeous. It's such a beautiful game. Frosty Chipmunk, where are you from? Love the idea of Sandman. Is such a unique villain. A lot of the Spider-Man villains are some of the best. I would say Spider-Man and Batman have the best villains. And you can't tell me otherwise. I'm glad he won, to be honest, because I really wanted to do this like MVP screen for him rather than Omega Red. No diss to Omega Red, but Yeah, Omega Red. Oh, I don't know. Which one's more? Which one would be more painful, Omega Red or Sandman? Because you got to remember, Sandman can like solidify the sand and turn it into basically concrete. You get hit with one of this guy's fists, it's like a sledgehammer, you know. Massachusetts, nice, nice. Oh yeah, Spider-Man is like, that's why I wanted to do the Sinister Six, just because the villains from Spider-Man are just top notch. And I wanted to do Green Goblin, but I noticed a lot of people are doing Green Goblin. And my friend McTaminated did a fantastic Green Goblin, and so did Melvin in one of my videos. One of our videos, sorry. I don't know what I'm saying, my videos. Um, so yeah, I avoided Green Goblin, but I know a lot of people want to see my take on Green Goblin. I had an idea last night of like role switching characters. So like, what if Norman Osborn got bit by the spider and Peter got the Melvin is I still play Elden Ring Night Rain a lot with Melvin, and we talk a lot on Discord. But he has a lot of work. He does a lot of cards for Hearthstone. So he works for Hearthstone, so he's got a lot of commission work and client work to do. I don't have any big client at the moment, but even then, some people they don't want to. They're happy with where they're at. Oh, I could do Hobgoblin. That's a good idea. Actually, I never thought of that. Hobgoblin would be awesome. You know, it'd be really cool if I did something for Hobgoblin is just give him like a pumpkin head. Ned Leeds Hobgoblin? Nah, maybe. I don't know. I actually like the idea of like a gross looking Hobgoblin. Like, you need someone that's like way more like chaotic than the Green Goblin, but like Hobgoblin is just kind of like gross. That's how I look at it anyways, That's if I were to design it, Green Goblin's more like sophisticated in a way. Not really, but like in the same way that like Joker versus Pennywise. That's a cool idea. Scarred, yeah. You know how Joker is somehow more sophisticated and less gross than Pennywise? That's how I look at. There's one guy who used a Hobgoblin persona and the Jack-o'-lantern persona who had a pumpkin head. See? I would do Doom, but Doom's already in Marvel Rivals. We've seen him a lot. That's why we also avoided doing Null. But I do like the Hobgoblin idea. That might be something I do for fun on stream. When I'm not doing this stuff, I'll just design a Hobgoblin. If you don't get it yet, his hand is like sand, so it's like clubby. They're like bricks. We've been talking about that for a long time, and that might actually get the boys back. I almost said goys. That might get the boys back in the videos. So we'll probably save that one. I wouldn't mind. I would rather do DC villains. That's the thing. Yeah. Imagine getting grabbed by this. It's like sandpaper. Oh my god. I want to try and get them on stream one day. Maybe we'll do like a like an Elden Ring run. Just maybe play a game first and then, because like I don't think they like talking while drawing or hanging out while drawing. But you never know. Thank you. I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to you guys. It actually like passes the time a lot. Although I am making mistakes that I don't normally make because I'm like half paying attention. But that's the point. I want to have fun with this. It's not a super... I have to stop treating things super seriously and just enjoy it, you know? It's been about an hour. All good, Shade. It was good having you here. Thank you for the incredible chats. Thank you, Shade. I'll see you next time. Make sure you pop in next time. Hell yeah. Hey, Ren, are you playing any games at the moment? Which ones? It's a secret? You're not telling me it's a secret. It's a secret. I'm not in the secret club to know a secret. Oh, never mind. Once human, date everything, life is strange, and Heartopia. I know two of those. I know Once Human and Life is Strange. What is... I can kind of assume what Date Everything is. It's one of your crazy crazy games where you're like, oh my god, it's just so intricate. Get out of here. You date furniture? But like human furniture. Hold on. Are you telling me they made a couch hot? That actually sounds like a genius game. What? Hold on a minute. I actually really like the art. The door? Oh my god. Hold on. I'm gonna put him on screen. There he is. I gotta admit, it's a cool it's a cool design. This is a genius idea. This is some artist that was like, I'm gonna draw doors as humans. This whole thing about drawing inanimate objects as like people. I like the tattoos. I really dig the tattoos. What makes him hot? He looks like the lead singer from Hands Like Houses. He only wants to be friends with me right now, but just wait, he will be mine. Ah, it's the British accent. There you go. It's the British accent. The doorman. That's so funny. That makes sense. So what do you have to do to like? What's the game? Because I know a lot of dating sims, they have like additional things, like you have to go and work or whatever. Are you also a piece of furniture? Do you get to pick what piece of furniture you are? You just walk around and just talk to them. They should have made it so that you're like a carpenter or something, or a repair guy, and you're there to fix them. Repair man or woman. I can't just say repair guy. That's hilarious. That is actually a genius game idea. I've always wanted to work on a game where I create like character designs and the game like revolves off of that. I just never thought of like a cool story for that. Maybe that's the next stream. Maybe I'll draw furniture as people. What would be like what? No, I'll go even better. Next stream, go play the game. Okay, maybe. I'll do one better than them. I'll make appliances human. Unless they also have appliances. Is it exclusively furniture or is it also appliances? Everything. That's right. It's called date everything. That's right. That's insane. 100 characters. Oh my god. Is it like big on Steam? Because I've always wanted to make a game like that where I just draw fun characters and then just get people to voice them. But to be honest, I didn't think there was a market for it. Came out a while ago. Why don't you stream like playing that game? Just stream slice of life games or like dating sims. That should be your thing. Why not? Well, you should. But you want me to do it? Why can I do it? Oh. Well, that's this. The line work's done, Shade. So this is it. I'm gonna start coloring it soon. I just need a bit of a break. Oh. Let me be right back. I'm gonna get some water. It's so hot in this room, I'm dying. No. Oh. Alright, I'm back. Alright. How am I gonna do this? First of all, this is how I'm gonna do this. The start is to just always darken it a little bit. Alright, that's what we're working with here. I'm so lost. I'm so lost. Let me have a quick look at. Alright, so they have a bunch of white. Hitting this part of the character. So that means the shadows on the What have I done? That's not Ghost Rider. That's not that. No. There it is. You can always finish it now. You can always finish the artwork now. Also, Ren, check this out. I've got some nostalgia for you. Just let me know if you're there, by the way, so then I don't waste showing this artwork. See. Alright, you ready? Oops, it's got lines on it. I still have it. It's so dingy. Look at the hair. Look how I used to. That's just. It's good memories, but my God. Every time I look at it, I'm like, what the hell? Why do you want me to sign it? It's already signed. It should have my signature on the bottom. But you want the actual signature. It's a collector's piece. That's funny. I don't know why it would be a collector's piece. Hey, from Kenya. Hello. That's awesome. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying the video. Oh, awesome. Welcome to the channel, my friend. I'm currently working on a Sandman MVP. I don't know if you watched the latest video where I drew the entire Sinister Six, but this is my Sandman design for the game. And I'm running a competition where you vote on Instagram, and that's the ladder. And whoever wins gets an MVP, and Sandman won this one. So I'm trying to do a MVP screen. Oh, it was actually Sandman versus Omega Red. What are the odds? All good, Ren. Take your time. Alright, now I've got that. Let me block out where the shadow's gonna go. No, no, this isn't the part. This isn't the part, Shade. This is later. This is just the lighting. It's all practice. All you have to do is find reference images and just turn them into black and white and study them. That's how I figured out the way that Marvel Rivals um, artists light their characters. And now I've like just turned it into my own thing. This is like half of how they do it, but thank you, Shade. I appreciate it. All right, I'll see you next time. All right, I think that's the guide I'm going for. Oh, here we go. Another friend of mine. Green Goblin. He did a Green Goblin. That's why I can't do a Green Goblin. Alright, let's see. That's the guide I want. Yep. And I just realized something. I'm looking at one of the MVP screens here, and there's like a thick outline. Yeah, they have something like this, which is cool. Oh, how long have we been going for? Alright, we're going to be running it for about another 15 minutes. Make it an even 2-hour stream, and then the rest you're going to have to find out on Instagram first, and then the YouTube video, if you want to save it for the YouTube video. There's going to be another one in a couple of days, because I'm going to put the poll up for the next round, which will be Doc Ock and Vulture. So whoever wins that gets an MVP splash page like this. Yeah, let's keep going for a little bit longer, and then I'm out. I'm gonna need a break soon. My eyes hurt. Sorry, that was bothering me. Alright, I think that might be the vibe that I'm going for, and I'm gonna call it at that and work on it later today because your boy is tired and burnt out. And I just realized I've been drawing on the... Since when? Oh, no. Okay, it's just this bit. Okay, good. Alright, that's why I need a break. Because I start making stupid mistakes like that, but it's coming along really well. I like it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Keep an eye out on my Instagram at Red Unit Inc. Follow it if you can, and thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna continue this later, and you're gonna see it in probably about another 7 hours or something. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time, which will be Doc Ock or Vulture. So